Just in case I swing and miss on my speech tonight, I brought my friend Abby in hopes she can romance the room a bit for Dr. Wagstaff. I'll try anything to get an A. In any event, despite his many idiosyncrasies, he truly is a family man, a renowned lawyer, and a great teacher. This is a night of many firsts. The first time this dinner has been held outside of downtown Palo Alto, and the first time Mr. Bean and Son have been absent. So without further ado, a few observations about our very own Mr. Wagstaff. I opened up Google looking for content for this very speech. I typed in James Bond, James Dean. The results started coming in. As I was compiling the results, I began thinking. As I thought about Wagstaff being a lawyer, I thought I might check the Black's Law Dictionary for the definition of slander so I don't get sued. Unfortunately, I learned that any comments that would cause others not to associate with him are all potentially libelous. This pretty much rules out everything I know and can discuss regarding Wagstaff. Apparently, the best defense against defamation in the truth, of course, what lawyer has ever told the truth? Also, what's up with him sitting there behind all of us in class? I thought he was a lawyer and not a Freudian psychologist. You know, Professor Wagstaff wanted us to have practical tools, real ripcords, not just loose threads to pull on, and provide parachutes to help with the anxiety of public speaking. I once asked him for some private advice, and he gave me this calming acronym, VLAX, or VLAX, and said, "Richard, this will never fail you." I said, "Thank you, Professor Wagstaff, but what does VLAX stand for?" And he said, "Valium, Lexapro, Ativan, and Xanax." Not what I was expecting to hear. Thanks for putting up with
Thank you, Richard, for that wonderful kickoff to the funnest portion of the night, the roasts. And now, prepare yourselves for more good-hearted fun as we prepare to welcome to the podium the always well-dressed J.B. Morris.
Ah, yes. My first impression of Mr. Bean. I remember taking a look at this man and thinking to myself, wow, he looks like the type of guy to sit in the back of the room with a notepad. And as I continued to size him up, I started to realize something. Something caught my eye. His little round glasses. Where does he get those glasses? They looked almost familiar to me. I couldn't put my hand on it. Then it came to me. Did he steal them? Did he steal those glasses from Benjamin Franklin's grave? I know he's as old as one of our forefathers, but it doesn't mean he has to dress like that. The more I observed his interesting glasses, the more I became thankful for my own ability to see. I started thinking to myself, what if I were blind? What if I wasn't able to see? Well, if I wasn't able to see Mr. Bean, I'm not sure I would know he existed. And, well, interesting fact about Mr. Bean and how I figured out he wasn't going to be here today, I checked all four corners of the room. Mr. Bean is a man of few words. But as a man of few words, he chooses his words carefully. He just picks quality over quantity. Mr. Wagstaff, why don't you take a few lessons from him? So tonight, our heart goes out to a man who can't keep his mouth shut, a man who has trouble prying his open, and their talking pet bear.
end.
Thank you, JB, for yet another great speech. That one was probably your best. Next up is Fabiola. Hopefully Trapton's sense of humor is as good as hers. You're ready for a rough ride.
So, good night everyone. I'll be speaking behind the podium as Ricky said, but I hope it's good. Trapton is not here, but I'll do a roast at the minute. I was assigned to do a roast about Trapton for this year. But, let's be honest to ourselves. What bad things can I say about Trapton? He's a remarkable figure. Besides, his dad might be listening to this in the future, so it wouldn't be appropriate. So, let me tell you that for me, Trapton is perfection embodied in a human. I mean, I would totally marry him tomorrow. With Mr. Bean's permission, of course. Although I doubt his feelings for me are reciprocal. This because, first of all, I'm older than him. And second, because I've been asking him out and he have turned me down lots of times. So let me go back to the fact that Trapton is flawless. I'll start with his irresistible red hair. I mean, come on, think about him. His beautiful redness is totally out of this world. Also, the fact that he's a fan of the Giants makes him even more irresistible. Now, anyone correct me if I'm wrong, but the way that Trapton gives our weekly assignments at the end of each session is just perfect. When he reads out loud the PowerPoint slide that contains our homework, he knows exactly where to inflect. His volume couldn't be better, and his speech and rate are just mind-blowing. Another amazing fact about Trapton is his remarkable memory. He knows everyone's name, everyone's favorite color and food. So imagine, he would make the perfect husband. He would never forget an anniversary, a birthday, or a credit card balance. Now, you might be wondering, how does Trapton knows everyone's favorite color and food? Well, this is because he's a mind reader. Another perfect quality that will make a husband. Or haven't you noticed that a single look that Mr. Wagstaff gives to Trapton, he's already setting up a PowerPoint presentation, dividing the class into smaller groups, or giving a call to Mrs. Wagstaff to set up the table topics for the family dinners of the next whole week. So tonight, I roast you, Trapton. Thank you for everything. And if you are reading my mind right now, you know that I truly admire you and respect you for your outstanding job as a teacher assistant for this summer course.